Oh, when the saints go marching in. Oh, when the saints go marching in.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to the ATL. Once the terminus of the Western and Atlantic Railroad, where the sound of that train horn can still be heard inside the magnificent Mercedes-Benz Stadium. Today, after a topsy-turvy opening weekend, it's on to week 2, and we've got a good one here, as it'll be the New Orleans Saints taking on the Atlanta Falcons. On the visitors' sideline, their head coach. His guys coming off a road victory in the opener, looking to make it 2 straight to start the year. His counterpart on the other side, the head coach of the home team. His guys, on the other hand, weren't as fortunate in the opener, so they'll look for their first win here at home in week 2. The final weekend of the summer. Hope you're enjoying it wherever you are, as we are off and running on EA Sports. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. So here come the Falcons now to get the football for the first time. And they'll be led out by their left-handed quarterback.
Okay, I thought there was something to build on in last week's game by his performance. I thought he played fairly well overall. The numbers won't knock your socks off. 2 touchdown passes and an interception. The bottom line, though, they lost. Yeah. How does he eliminate that 1 interception, continue to take care of the ball, and maybe increase the number of times he puts the ball in the end zone with the receiver?
Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down. Check in on the numbers last week for Robinson. 14 carries, 53 yards.
Just an all-right day from him last week. He really didn't break out for the huge yardage he had hoped going in. I talked with him before the game, though, and he knows this is a new, fresh opportunity. He's put last week behind him, and his focus, getting some extra yardage with every carry he receives this week.
Third play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3.
Here we go.
Operating from the gun, Penix. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Excellent play there on 3rd down. Give him 25 yards.
Well, 3 and out to start the game would have been a real disappointment, so this is a nice job of finding something you think will work and executing it. And they're able to keep this opening drive going.
Here's Penix. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. This defense for the Saints, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
I have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw on tape because they stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire game, ended up getting 4 sacks total, and made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield. Also made it hard for him to escape the pocket and run. Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
Back to Robinson now on 1st down. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. During that run, an injury here. We've got one of those big blockers in some discomfort. Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. From the 25, here's a 2nd and 8. They'll throw with Penix. It's caught on the right side by Robinson. So give him 2 yards there on the completion. And now 3rd down and 6 to go. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved. Just as you said, they want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must.
And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Falcons get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a 2nd one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdowns scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. And then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And great field position coming up as he gets this just shy of the 45 out of bounds at the 44. And here come the Saints for their opening drive. And they'll be led out by their 7th-year quarterback.
And he was terrific in the opener, threw 3 touchdown passes, and make no mistake about it, he was eager to get right back out and do it again. So I think we'll see him try to test the secondary quite a bit as this game goes on.
And this will wind up a Saints 1st down as good running gets him to about the 44.
First down, Saints. Let's go.
Looking to throw. He finds his man, complete. That's Torres. These are his numbers from last week's contest. A boatload of catches, 99 yards and a touchdown.
Better tighten up the coverage if you expect to slow this guy down, because if he gets going, he'll eat you up.
From the 41, here's 2nd down and 8. They'll set up to throw. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down. He did an okay job of absorbing the hit, just couldn't secure the football through the catch.
And he was right there on the spot and forced the incompletion. That's something defenders work on all the time. If you're there, make the contact, but continue to work your way through the receiver so that you can't possess the football and turn it into a catch.
So the completion good for 7 there. And that'll bring up 4th down. Interesting decision here. Opening drive, Charles, 4th and short. You're in field goal range. We'll see what they do.
I just shake a fist at my offense and say, go get it, guys, because if you can't pick up 4th and short here, we're probably in trouble the rest of the game. Show some confidence, show some aggressiveness, go pick it up.
Would have been right at about a 52-yard field goal try, but no, they are going to go for this thing on 4th down. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it, but in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out. So the drive stays alive after the 4th down conversion. 1st and 10 inside the 30. And he'll be taken down just shy of the red zone at the 21. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. The Saints 1-0 on the year following the win in Week 1. And this would be quite a start for them if they could win 2 straight on the road.
Yeah, the schedule makers didn't do him any favors. They gave him 2 road games right out of the gate, but the thinking on the team has to be, imagine if we win these 2 games. What a setup for the rest of the season for us.
A nice pickup of 14, and it moves the stick, sets up a 1st and goal.
Well, Brandon, obviously no panic in them. They gave up the touchdown. You know, their defensive side did that. but he's already taken them back downfield. I love this field general that they've got. It's almost like he went to the defensive captain and said,
touchdown! From 6 yards away. And the Saints are able to match the opening drive touchdown against them with one of their own. Personally, for him, a great opening drive. He had 3 catches, including the touchdown.
That felt like tremendous scouting, great film watching, and creating a game plan to start this off, not only to get him involved, but to send a message to the defense. You have a lot to handle in this one.
Now the extra point try forthcoming. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. So that drive goes 8 plays, and it ends with a touchdown for New Orleans. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. Early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally, because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated, because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice. But at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. You look at this Saints defense. They come into this one ranked number 5 in the NFL against the run.
We know it's only week 1, but the results look pretty good so far. The key is, can they do it week in and week out? Because right now, they're not awarding any championships or trophies after 1 week of performance. But some nice young faces playing for them. Let's see if they can get this going.
So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And now we've got a 3rd and 3. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Now Penix. And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. Here's Ethan Evans now. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. This is fielded at the 7. These two teams all tied after 1. The Saints with the football here to begin quarter number 2, as they get set to start their drive with a 1st and 10. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And Charles, these early season in-division games are always interesting because you're still kind of figuring yourself out, but you want to know as much as you can about the opponent, especially when it's a division matchup. So I'm curious to see how the rest of this one plays out.
Yeah, that's a good point, because they're still trying to work things out. They don't know everything about their own team, let alone trying to figure out their opponent. But you've got to do both on the fly, don't you? While the game's being played, figure it out both ways and try and find a way to win.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defense in front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. So they'll wind up losing 5 yards on the play, and that'll make it 3rd and 13. Not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first. He'll drop it off to McAllister as running back. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13.
I'm not sure this is how they had it drawn out on paper, but this is going to work out for them and then some, right? They've got a big chunk they got to pick up. They decide to check it down, and he just turns into a pure athlete and makes a huge play for them.
Now a toss out wide to McAllister. He was trying to turn the corner, but he will go nowhere. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down.
36-yard line.
They'll drop to throw. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. Able to convert on 3rd and 14. A terrific play call.
1st and 10 at the 20-yard line.
On 1st down, Garland. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
That run wasn't a big breaker, but I don't think the guys on offense mind very much. They've got a nice drive going, and they might just be luring the defense in a little bit. They could probably come back with a play action, maybe go over the top. But right now, on this drive, their playbook is open.
And he's got it. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. An 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Saints have taken the lead. The extra point splits the uprights. And that makes the score 14-7.
Falcons 7.
The ball upright on the tee, and the Saints kick team booms it away. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33. Atlanta now coming out on the field. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived, as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
Now a handoff to start it out. Robinson. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half, as they're going to stop him behind the line.
2nd and 12 at the 31-yard line.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. And looking to throw, Penix. He's got his man, Schultz, coming across the formation. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. Now this offense hoping to avoid the 0-2 start. They trail, but they've got a 1st and 10 here. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. That's brought in downfield by London. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Drake London, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Falcons are an extra point away from evening this one up. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And up he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
Extra point right down the middle. And we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. We have witnessed touchdowns on back-to-back drives to see if the offense can continue this uptick here.
And I know you're looking at me funny. You're wondering when I'm going to get upset watching these guys go up and down field, aren't you?
I wasn't looking at you. I got something in my eye.
That's the excuse that you always use for something like that. Listen, I appreciate good offensive football as much as the next person. And when it's played well and it's skillful, I'm with it. And right now, this is exciting.
Oh, the defender likes it.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
With all the success they've had throwing the football as a pass rusher, you know you got to come hard when you see him drop back to throw. So I really like this call to counteract that pass rush with a screen. It turns into positive yardage. A lot of times the offense says, just replace the rusher with the ball, and it turns into a good play.
First down. A gain of 14. First down, Saints.
They'll look to throw again. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
That was all about the defender making life difficult for the receiver. Very tough for a guy to hold on to the football through all that contact. He ends up forcing the incompletion.
Looking for his tight end on the corner. It's complete. The Saints passing game in sync and moving the football. It's a first down. Now a timeout called for by the offense, as he'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. Again, he'll drop to throw. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. And the Falcons are going to have it here just past the 25. Well, he had to fit that into a pretty tight window over the middle. And, Charles, I think they were in zone defensively, weren't they?
They certainly were. Nice read on your part. And sometimes the quarterback isn't fooled between zone and man. Sometimes just fooled by the type of zone that he sees. Because oftentimes, those linebackers will vacate and run downfield with receivers. In this case, he played a pure zone and was in the wrong spot for the QB.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
Brought down at the 30-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup. Second and 6.
To the air, Bennett. Left side, that's caught by Mitchell. And this is picked up by the Saints. A lot of talk this week about ball security. In fact, they added an extra period in practice to be more secure with the ball. It didn't work out there.
Well, sometimes you just get overexcited during the game. You may all of a sudden make your catch, see some open field, and decide you're going for it, and not realizing that danger lurks while you're doing so. And there's your end result right there.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. First down now, but that clock rolling.
First down. It's a gain of 17.
Running right, here's McAllister. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2. As they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. So a 5-yard run the other way in the wrong direction, and that leads us to 2nd and 15. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also third down.
Third and long.
He'll drop to throw. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now.
Intended for his tight end.
Here comes the Saints punter now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. And no return here. This one's going inside the 15 to the 12-yard line.
At their own 12-yard line.
All that remains is to snap this once, and that'll do it for the first half of play. So we are deadlocked at the break here, and the EA Sports Halftime Report starts now. Here's Scott Hansen.
All right, Brandon, thanks much. Week 1 was full of surprises, full of intrigue, and a lot of firsts for the young players. What will Week 2 bring? Let's dive in. Our tour around the NFL starts now with a tough matchup in the NFC. And this is not exactly a thing of beauty, but it'll do the job. He only had one catch in the game, but it was this one.
And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And they're going to have good starting field position. He's out of bounds, but not before he's across the 35. Now the attention turns to the Saints offense getting ready for their first possession of the second half. It's a tie football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime?
Well, I think that they probably just looked at things and said, we're fortunate that this is a tie game. No need to panic, no need to change a whole lot. We didn't play anything close to our best in the first half, so we don't have to go out and win one for the Gipper. Let's just go out and play our best football and win one for us.
And a pretty good burst there as they get this across midfield and down to the 46.
First down. First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Right back to him on first down. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
They went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Well, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
And that one opened up for him well as he'll take this down to the 26-yard line. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. A handoff to McAllister. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
And that's exactly what you're looking for at the inside linebacker spot. Versatility. He can drop into coverage, or as he did on that last play, use his speed to get to the perimeter and knock the ball carrier for a loss.
It'll go as a gain of 4. And that's going to set up a tough 3rd and 9. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first.
Here we go, set. Hawk 70.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
3-yard line.
They'll try to run this one in. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
At the 3-yard line.
He'll try again. And once again, this defense very stout. They stop him for no gain for the 2nd straight play. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down. They'll set up a throw. And he's got it. Touchdown, Saints. A great effort there. His first touchdown of the new season. And the Saints have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the second half.
Falcons 14.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching them point for point. But it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
And this will be a Falcons first down as the tackle made just shy of the 40.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
At the 39-yard line.
Play fake, and they'll throw with Penix. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Throwing back across his body.
I think this one went awry very simply because he overestimated his arm strength and his ability to fit it anywhere he wants to. A lot of quarterbacks do that and often pay the price.
The New Orleans offense set to take over. They start near midfield following the interception as they begin 1st and 10. A good starting spot for the Saints as they come up 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47. They'll start this drive out on the ground. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. And now we'll get a stoppage here. There appears to be an injured Falcon on the field. They'll try the left side. Fowler. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
Muscle damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
Working with the lead, trying to get to 2-0. Here's 1st and 10. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. 22 yards on the catch and run, a first down.
And it's a real luxury when you have a guy who can turn a short throw into a solid gain at any moment. Once he caught that ball, he ID'd where the open grass was and got there in a hurry to pick up a new set of downs for his offense.
They'll run on first down. It's Fowler. And the Saints are going to be set up with a 1st and goal as strong running gets them to the 9-yard line. And hold on here because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. A give running left, McAllister. And he is going to lose yardage here. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
They'll try again on 2nd and goal after going backwards to the 12. Back to throw here. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. A great play there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Saints will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the third. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead now up to 14. That time a 6-play drive. And it all culminates in a Saints touchdown. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. Atlanta now coming out on the field. So now, Charles, this drive, maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead. And that was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver, although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way.
The sack recorded. It's a loss of 5, and now it's second down. I'll tell you what, he did not have much time there to scan the field before he was ducking and covering.
Did it appear to you, as it did to me, that the defensive front won their play really quickly? Meaning the guys in front of him had almost no chance to block him. They were on him in a hurry.
That's how multiple defenders getting pressure, and it's a loss of 6. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. And looking to throw, Penix. Got a man, it's London. And he can only manage to take the football to the 40, and that is well shy of the first down marker. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Back now here on EA Sports. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
Let's go now.
Up the middle they go. Garland. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. Only a gain of a yard, but that's all they needed.
And this is exactly what you're looking to do offensively. If you can start stringing some runs together like this, you'll keep churning out first downs, and that's going to put you in a great position to carry this one home.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise. Because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
That's good for a Saints. First down. It's a gain of 10. First down, Saints.
So 2 first downs, and that moves the ball to the 42 now, 1st and 10.
Ready? Bravo 80.
He'll look to throw. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 11 more on that one, and another first down.
Saints, first down.
Back to throw again. And that is incomplete. Now the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
I know at times people think we use it too often, but you've got to be able to throw guys open. And when you read zone, you've got to stick it in there before your receiver gets to the next guy in the zone. Otherwise, you bring him into the play.
And that's precisely what allowed that defense to disrupt the pass. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts. And as the 2 teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. The Saints on third down. They've hit on 6 of their 8 tries. Very good. This is 3rd and 11. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there. And now 4th down. Here comes the Saints punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And this will be touchdown inside the 20. They'll spot it at the 18-yard line. Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner. And incomplete on the deep ball.
When you're leading in the final quarter, your radar has to be up for any potential deep shots. And probably not the last one they're going to see in this game, not as long as they hold this lead.
Here's 2nd and 10. They're going to look to throw. Throw left side. There's London. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
3rd and 5.
On 3rd down, Penix from the gun. He'll try and do this himself. And down he'll go at the 25. This one an absolute must. It's 4th and 4.
Only a yard. It's 4th down.
They'll go for it. Here's Penix. He's got a man. Complete. Time becoming a factor. Down 2 scores, though they have 2 timeouts and, of course, the 2-minute warning to work with as well. On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. They'll come up now on 2nd down. They'll throw with Penix. Here's a screen for Robinson. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Here's Penix. Now throw on the run, but that's going to be incomplete.
Limited time left on the clock after that incompletion. So I think both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap. Because once the ball's in motion, it may be a nonstop push to finish this drive off. Everyone better be on the same page right now, because I think they're going to try and get several plays off in quick succession if they can.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down. Now, right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the 1st down and move the chains. Throwing again, Penix. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
And while it's probably going to take a miracle at this stage, if they come down with this one in the end zone, they've still got a fighting chance. That one, however, winds up incomplete.
4th down, 10 yards to go. On the bootleg, it's Penix. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and this 10-play drive winds up yielding nothing. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And a few kneel downs should come very close to finishing this one off, depending on whether or not we see any defensive timeouts. They still have 2, but using them would just be prolonging what's really already been decided. Good gain there on 1st down, and keeps them in a running situation probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking, nice hole for him, ends up picking up nice yardage, stays in bounds and keep the clock rolling. They're in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
Not in any rush offensively. The Falcons going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. 3rd and 4. They'll run up the middle with McAllister. And he will have a Saints first down. It has been a struggle, but it's looking like that'll be the one to seal a victory for him.
First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Reload!
On the give, McAllister with it. Fighting through. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
They'll run here with McAllister. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds.
That's good for a
It's a gain of 7, and that should just about do it.
And sometimes things come together exactly like you want. It's not just been the volume of carries he's had in this contest. It's been the production as well.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. That one looks like he'll throw here. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over in that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down and 10.
They'll look to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. They'll try again on 2nd and goal after going backwards to the 12. They'll look to throw here. And it's caught. Touchdown, Saints. A great effort there. With 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Saints are on their way to a 2-0 start. Extra point splits the uprights. And the lead down to 3 touchdowns at 21. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Now a crease here as he's past the 30.
Even after that big-time return, it's not looking great for them today. But if nothing else, even if the miracle doesn't happen, they can turn to this play and say, hey, we can move forward. Maybe it's a building block for the rest of the season.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you can go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
We'll see what they do here. Boy, so what else could go wrong for him here? It's an illegal touching penalty on the outside.
Yeah, Brandon, that really wasn't a very disciplined play, was it? Because you got to know where you are on the field. You can't get that close to the sideline because if you step out of bounds, you can't be the first to re-enter and touch it. That's an easy call for the officials.
Now Penix. He's going to let it fly. And that is going to officially draw the curtain on this one as the last throw intercepted. And the Saints come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now officially over. Well, this was a very close ball game at halftime, Charles, but in the second half, that offense kind of kicked things into another gear, and they were able to pull away for the victory.
And Brandon, I think they're the type of team that just looked in the mirror and said, hey, ton of pressure on, but we're the type of team that can flat out handle it. They stood up,